Hey guys, Usus here, and today we are going to be basically trying to go over everything, at least everything as far as like Marvel and DC related that happened at Comic Con. I reacted to all of the official trailers that were released, but there's also a lot of news, and I feel like I should talk about them just because of how significant it all is. So, we're gonna do that. Let's see. And so I have the Discussing Films Twitter account just pulled up, and I assume that I'll if I just go through their Twitter, I will see everything. Hopefully, um, I haven't done much preparation for this, so this is just literally going to be me scrolling through a Twitter account. And I think that's good content. Uh, so let's go through. Let's go through it. So okay, so first up, this is a Star Wars thing. Amandla Stenberg has officially been cast as the lead in Star Wars: The Acolyte. I assume that that would be the Acolyte. I think I think the show takes place in, I think, at the end, near the end of the High Republic era of Star Wars, which I think is the era before the prequels. So I think this takes place like well in the past. Um and I guess is the Acolyte, is that like a Sith Padawan person? I think. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm not familiar with this actress really. I don't know what she's been in. Amanda Stenberg. Oh, I'm gonna be real with you. I thought they misspelled her name. Her name is Amandla Stenberg. She's been in The Hate You Give, Everything, The Darkest Minds. I don't know what any of this is. I'm not gonna lie to you. Rio 2. Well, she must be good. Oh wait, is she the person who played the girl who died in the Hunger Games? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold up. Did she play Rue? Was that her name? Rue? Hold on, wait. Rue actress. Oh, and it might be here. Oh, she played Rue. Okay, so that's her. All right. I mean, she she was fine as a dying person. She could do that. So I'm sure she'll be fine in this show. All right, so that's cool. All right, just scrolling up. Okay, so this is just them at the panel. Oh my gosh, Marvel's head of animation joined the stage. All right, and yeah, so I guess with the success of What If, it made them realize that they wanted to do more with animation. That's what this is saying here. Um, so that's cool. Let's see. Yeah, and so I guess they showed off I Am Groot, which we did react to the trailer. Okay, so this is I Am Groot is the first series being showcased. The series includes 5 shorts of different points in Groot's childhood: bath time, arts and crafts, playing dress up, but making it sci-fi. That's cute. I'm wondering. I don't know if they've confirmed if this is like Baby Groot, right? Which is like Baby Groot's offspring that we see after Groot died in Guardians of the Galaxy 1, or if this is like before the first Guardians of the Galaxy and we're seeing like the original Groot as a baby. I don't know how complicated they're going to get with it, but but I would imagine it's probably Baby Groot, right? Oh, so I guess Vin Diesel is still voicing Groot, as I'm sure it's like modulated. But yeah, then we got some images from I'm Groot. I already reacted to the trailer. I think the show looks like I think it looks really cute. Um, yeah, I'm definitely down to watch that. Okay, now we have pictures from Spider-Man freshman year, which I think looks awesome. So yeah, let's get into that. First look at Peter Parker in Spider-Man freshman year. Yeah, this looks sick. I mean, I I think this looks great. They're clearly taking inspiration from like the older Spider-Man comics, which at first I don't know, I wasn't sure how to feel about, but and I guess I'm still not, like, I think it looks really cool, but I'm still not sure how it's gonna play out like in animation, which we haven't seen from yet. So that's definitely something that I'm still waiting to see. But I mean, I think the suit looks cool. Like this is clearly his like pre Spider-Man suit. Um, it looks awesome. I'm kind of zoomed in here. You know what? Let me just for the sake of just me not having to worry about what's actually visible in OBS, I've zoomed out a bit because I was kind of zoomed in. But there, I've zoomed out on my browser here. But yeah, I think this looks cool. Now, what's interesting about this, and we'll get into some of the pictures later, this doesn't look like it's going to be the Tom Holland Peter Parker like we thought it was going to be, and kind of like they insinuated beforehand, because this does not, and let me actually, just so you can see the picture. Like, first of all, I don't think this does not look like the suit that I think we saw Peter Parker in Homecoming, right, when Tony Stark took away his suit. That doesn't look like that. Like, I don't think that he had like that little like web fluid tube in the on his back. I don't think he had like the tube coming from both of his wrists, which I assume is what shoots out the web fluid. Like, this looks significantly different to me. And then let's also go back and see if we can get some other pictures here. Okay, so these are his friends. I mean, again, I don't know if this is supposed to be like is the guy in the football costume, is that going to be Flash Thompson? Because that Flash Thompson was not that muscular in the movies, right? So that's just weird. So I'm trying to see. I guess maybe the girl to two people to his right, could that be the girl from like the love interest from Spider-Man Homecoming? Don't remember her name. I guess maybe that could be her. But also apparently the girl right next to him is a character from The Runaways. I don't remember her name, but and hopefully we'll get it at some point. Oh, Nico Minuro. I think she was from the Runaways. The Runaways. I watched that show, and I think I know who they're talking about, but I also don't remember enough about it to describe who she was. So yeah, so there's just a lot of weird stuff going on here that makes me think that this isn't going to be like proper like MCU canon. Like, it probably will be in the Marvel Cinematic Multiverse, but I don't think it's going to be like in the Earth 616. Okay, but here we have Charlie Cox is coming back as Daredevil to voice him, and I mean, this suit looks dope. I like both with this and She-Hulk. Just want to see more Daredevil. That's where the majority of my hype is. I mean, come on, dude. This looks awesome. Love that they're going back to like the black suit. But even still, it doesn't look exactly the same like in as in the first season of Daredevil. So cannot wait to see this. But yeah, put Charlie Cox as Daredevil in literally everything, and I will be a happy person. Then here we have the villains. So again, adding on to me not thinking that this is going to be like proper MCU canon. Scorpion is there. We haven't even seen the live action Scorpion get into a Scorpion suit. Doc Ock is there. We don't. When he saw Alfred Molina in Spider-Man No Way Home, he didn't recognize him at all. He didn't even recognize the name Otto Octavius. So again, makes me think that not going to be canon. And then we have a bunch of other just like random villains here. I have no idea who these people are. Let's see. I guess Dr. Octopus, the Rhino, who I guess is the girl on the left, the Rhino. Maybe. Speed Demon. I don't know who that is. And Tarantula. Couldn't tell you. So a bunch of wacky looking villains here, which looks like a lot of fun. And then there will also be a second season titled Spider-Man Sophomore Year, so that's cool. And then we also have a bunch of different suits. They look pretty goofy, which I kind of appreciate. Like wow. So I guess I don't know how into detail they've gone, but I think people have basically been talking about how what this show is essentially going to be is kind of a what if scenario where what if instead of Norman Osborn, actually, do we not have more pictures from Spider-Man freshman year? Hold on, I'm kind of spoiling, but I could have sworn I saw. Yeah, this is what I was. Yeah, so actually from this picture, people are thinking that this is going to be a sort of what if sort of series where like what if instead of Tony Stark mentoring Peter Parker, Norman Osborn is the one that mentors Peter Parker, because this is sort of the scene of from Civil War where Peter Parker like walks into his apartment and he sees Robert Downey Jr. just there, and this is like that same exact shot. So yeah, that sounds like a super interesting thing to play around with. But yeah, okay, let's go back without spoiling everything. So okay, from this point on, what if Season 2 will release in early 2023? Cool, there's a little thing for that. What if Season 2 includes a hella story, Odin versus the Mandarin? That sounds awesome. Captain Carter meeting Winter Soldier. And Tony on Sakaar with Valkyrie and Hulk. Oh, so it's Tony on Sakaar instead of Thor, I guess. That's kind of interesting. So, all that sounds super interesting. What if Season 3 is already in the works? Marvel Zombies will be TVMA. That's interesting. So, for the longest time, Marvel has been like, nah, we're not doing mature rated stuff because we need babies to be able to watch our content. Now, that changed when Disney bought Fox and Marvel kind of realized, okay, well, we're not just going to not make more Deadpool movies because Deadpool is already a proven commodity. It makes the character makes a lot of money. So we're not going to not make another Deadpool movie. And if we do it, I guess we got to make it like a rated R, because you can't do Deadpool without it being rated R. So I've kind of been of the assumption that it's like, okay, yes, they're doing Deadpool, but that's like an exception. Like they're not gonna not make Deadpool movies, and they're not gonna not make it rated R. They're straight up doing it with Marvel Zombies now. Like Marvel Studios is officially making mature rated content. Now, it should be noted that this is going to be an animated show, so it's technically not like at least it's not live action. From what we know, they have not gone so far as to make rated R or rated TVMA live action content that isn't Deadpool, but this absolutely opens the door for that. And that's super promising. I thought that the Marvel Zombies What If episode, like a lot of the episodes in that show, I just thought it was really rushed and they just didn't have enough time to tell the story that they were trying to tell. But I thought it was a super fun sort of one-off story, and I was like, after watching it, I was like, I could see like a movie or a show just set within this universe, because I thought it was really cool. Okay, here we have some more details. Marvel Zombies will include zombie versions of Ghost, Abomination, Captain Marvel, Scarlet Witch, Hawkeye, Okoye, and Captain America. New heroes include Jimmy Woo, Kate Bishop, Yelena, Shang-Chi, and Miss Marvel. So, I mean, that sounds... Okay, even, like, I like all those heroes. How they're gonna fight Abomination or Captain Marvel or Scarlet Witch, not sure, but that sounds really fun. And yeah, Marvel Zombies is looking to release in 2024 alongside Spider-Man freshman year. Okay, here we have some first looks at the Marvel Zombies heroes. Yeah, so on the left there we have Yelena, then Kate Bishop. So they look pretty normal. Then we have Jimmy Woo in like some kind of survival gear. He has his card there, which is funny. Um, we have Shang-Chi, who looks awesome. And then I don't remember who that guy was. That's like the guy from Shang-Chi. Um, one of the villains that he fights. Then Red Guardian is there as well, so that's cool. And then I don't remember her name. It's Aquafina. She's also there as well. So yeah, I mean this is definitely a fun cast that I would be down to follow in a series like that. Okay, now we have a first look at X-Men '97 as well. Um, so I never watched the '90s X-Men cartoon, so I don't have a ton. I don't really have much of a basis to go off of here, but I will just say, just overall, I I actually really like that they're making, you know, Spider-Man and X-Men cartoons just like in the style of just older art, right? Like in the case of Spider-Man, like older comic book art, and in the case of X-Men, just straight up continuing the X-Men '90s cartoon. I think that's super awesome. I think this looks super awesome. I'm at some point I'm gonna have to watch the original X-Men cartoon. I might even react to it. Who knows? Who really knows at the end of the day? Maybe I should just put that out there. But yeah, I think that looks awesome. Oh wait, we got more pictures. What is this? Okay, then we got more other characters. I guess this is Sunspot, Cable, Bishop, Nightcrawler are among the new additions. Who the other guys are, I have no idea. Okay, and then here we have Magneto, who will apparently be the leader in the X-Men in X-Men '97. Uh, I, I didn't want to spoil myself, but I've just heard people when people discuss this. I think Professor X dies at the end of this series, and I guess this X-Men '97 is gonna pick up with Magneto being the leader of the X-Men, which is interesting. But he looks awesome. Like that looks like just a dope picture of Magneto. Um, and then yeah, so X-Men '97 is looking to release earlier than a lot of the other cartoons, and so that's going to be in 2023, fall 2023 to be more specific. And X-Men '97 season 2 has already been greenlit. Okay, and I guess they watched an episode of What If Captain Carter fought the Hydra Stomper, which was kind of teased at the end of the first Captain Carter episode. Okay. Let's see. Do we have other? Oh, so this is a picture of. We haven't seen this picture yet. So I guess these are like some of the villains. I recognize Doctor Sinister, and nobody else really, if I'm being honest. So yeah, that looks cool. All right. Moving on. Oh, and then they also confirmed that Captain Carter from Multiverse of Madness is not the same as the Captain Carter in What If. Our Captain Carter would have kicked Wanda's ass. Why do you gotta listen? I like Captain Carter. You don't need to you don't need to as the kids would say cap to build her up. Okay, let's calm down. Let's calm down, Marvel. Or I guess that was probably like the writer or the showrunner of What If. Obviously they're just messing around. It's like it's not that serious. All right, let's see. Now we got to get through a bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, this is actually kind of cool. Paul Dano, he arrived at Comic-Con to talk about his Riddler spin-off comic that he's doing that I think is set in the world of the Matt Reeves Batman universe. And I mean, I'll definitely be reading this. I think the art looks super cool. Okay, so we have a bunch more art. Okay, let's take a look at this. Like get me out of the way. Yeah, I think this looks awesome. I guess I'll zoom in a little bit just because the panels are whatever. What am I doing? What am I even doing with my life? Okay. So yeah, this looks super cool. Yeah, it looks like this is probably going to be about Riddler sort of getting some kind of fascination with Batman. All right, totally down to read that. All right. I guess just to recap some of the release dates. We're getting What If Season 2 early 2023, X-Men 97 fall 2023, and then Marvel Zombies and Spider-Man freshman year sometime in 2024. Can they? Okay, this needs to be said. This needs to be said. Stop with The Walking Dead. Andrew Lincoln and Daniel Guerrera will reprise their roles as Rick Grimes and Michonne for a 6-part The Walking Dead limited series. The series will wrap up each of their story arcs. Oh, okay. That's, you know what? That's not as that's not as egregious. I when I saw this, like, I saw this tweet and I was like, and I thought that they were coming back for just another show. It's a limited series. All right, I get that. That's fine. Whatever. Who cares? Okay. Gotta get to. Oh yeah, this was cool. Right. What was this? The first Avatar: The Last Airbender movie will focus on Aang and will reportedly follow Aang and Team Avatar as young adults. The film releases in 2024 in theaters. I didn't know that. What? Oh, that's hype. I thought this. I thought the movies that they were making were just gonna be like Paramount Plus movies. That's actually pretty hype. I did not know that that was gonna be a thing. Uh, I did not realize that cinema was incoming. Martin Scorsese, you out there? We got some cinema incoming. Okay. All right. Dang. Oh, so I guess the other thing I honestly didn't know about the part about it being in theaters, but I did see this news earlier. It's kind of surprising. I would have expected that, because here's the thing, right? They're doing the whole Avatar Studios. They're making a bunch of Avatar content, and they can make a sequel series after The Legend of Korra. They can make their Avatar Kyoshi, whatever. Where the real money's gonna come from, what's really gonna drive up the Paramount Plus subscriptions would be a brand new series set right after the end of the Avatar: The Last Airbender, just following the gang. If they had made that series, I mean, that would have been a wrap. That you would have had Paramount Plus subscriptions out the wazoo. This is still interesting though. They're making that into a movie. Okay, I mean, I respect it. Putting it into theaters. That's awesome. Wow, I'm super hyped for that. I did not know that. All right. Moving on though. All right, let's get to some of the stuff. Yeah. What's this? Oh yeah, so Jamais Colette Serra. I think that might be the director of this. Not sure. Dismisses appearances from Shazam and Superman and Black Adam. Our movie is an original story. By the time the movie ends, he doesn't know who Shazam or Superman is. So yeah, that's been one of the things, right? People were expecting it. There were some rumors and reporting being done about the idea of Henry Cavill coming out on stage, being like, "I'm gonna be Superman again," whether it be in Black Adam or just in general. But that's not a thing that's gonna happen apparently, which is pretty unfortunate. You know, I know people really wanted that to be a thing. but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Sorry, I had to turn off my camera for a second there. Scrolling through. Continuing to scroll through. Okay. I actually still haven't seen that trailer for John Wick 4, but I'm not gonna. I don't know that the people watching this video necessarily would want to watch my reaction to that. Alright, let me turn my camera back on. Did that do a thing? Okay, there we go. I mean, I think the only thing they really did with DC are the trailers, which, by the way, if you want to watch my Black Adam and Shazam trailers, I already did trailer reactions for them, so I'm not going to do it again here. I think Shazam looks cute, you know. I like the first Shazam movie. I think it's probably a bit overrated, because I enjoy it a lot, but I feel like people came out of it being like, that's the best DC movie ever made, and never been a better DC movie than that. I'm like, no, it was fun. I enjoyed it, but it's not like, I'm not over the moon about it. I'm not jumping over the moon. But yeah, it looks cute. Yeah, so Zachary Levi asked about if Shazam will meet/fight Superman. I can neither confirm nor deny questions such as these, so no. But yeah, actually, I mean, in the Shazam trailer, we do get like they do intersperse clips of the Flash, like Ezra Miller's Flash, which is an interesting choice, and Ben Affleck's Batman. So they're like they addressed or like they like clearly acknowledge, right, like the Snyder stuff in there. So I don't think a Superman cameo is like out of the question. Then apparently Zack Snyder is gonna guest stars himself in Teen Titans Go, so that should be fun. Let's see. Zachary Levi on the possibility of Shazam fighting Black Adam. No idea. Next question. Let's see. Apparently Dwayne Johnson came in, like, had a really big made a show about it. I think he came down from like the ceiling with wires and stuff. Which is fun. The DC universe will never be the same again. The hierarchy or something, the DC universe is changing. So I guess they finished the final cut of Black Adam, which is cool. Let's see. I'm looking for some, I'm just waiting to see if there's some interesting news. But yeah, I don't think that DC really dropped a bunch of news, really. Oh, I gotta know this. Viola Davis is gonna return as Amanda Waller in Black Adam. That's actually pretty cool. And then, yeah, they released the trailer for Black Adam. I do not think this movie looks very good. Well, I think it looks fine, I guess, but my main problem with it is Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam. I think Dwayne Johnson, I enjoy him in movies, but he's really only good at playing Dwayne Johnson. And this is a role that kind of calls for him to be playing a more like stoic and like menacing character, and he looks like Dwayne Johnson trying to do that and not succeeding. And so that's ultimately my main problem with this movie at the moment. Because actually I think it looks pretty cool. I like Dr. Fate. I mean, I don't like the character, but I like how the way the character looks. I think he looks awesome in this movie. Pierce Brosnan, that's dope. but it's just hard to to be super hyped to watch Dwayne Johnson not giving a very good performance as the lead. So we'll see. Hopefully the movie's good. All right, we gotta get through a bunch of other stuff until we get to the Marvel stuff, right? Um, I'm sorry. I just saw this. The Simpsons is on season 34. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh. I don't know why I'm saying oh, as I've literally never seen Star Trek in my life. But the cast of Star Trek Lower Decks will play live action versions of their characters in new worlds. That's fun. All right, let's go. Let's get to the Marvel stuff that everybody's here to see. Everybody's here to see the Marvel stuff. Neil Gaiman reveals he asked Marvel about making 1602 into a film or TV series, but was rejected under Marvel's old leadership. He would love to see the new leadership adapt the comic. All right, Kevin Feige, do it. Well, I think we talked about that earlier, right? Did we? I think that in sort of the sizzle reel that they showed off for What If, I think there's gonna be a What If episode that's about 1602. Which I don't know anything about 1602, but I guess it's like, what if the Avengers were back in the Victorian era or whatever? And that sounds like an interesting thing. So I don't know. Maybe it'll happen at some point. Well, it will happen because they showed off footage of it. All right, so here we have the first poster for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Um, I also heard that apparently most of this movie is going to take place in the quantum realm, which is crazy. And like what even is the quantum realm? Honestly, I don't really understand, but it has something to do with Kang and probably multiverse stuff. So we'll hopefully at some point they'll make sense of it, or at least at the very least I need somebody to make sense of it and make a YouTube video explaining it. But yeah, there we see Kang. So that's cool. Again, super interesting that they're having Kang's like big screen introduction be in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Of course, we already saw him in Loki. But yes, scrolling through. Oh right, okay. So yeah, basically they basically established that Phase 4 is now over. Although I think I heard somewhere that technically it's going to be over with Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So is that like the next tweet? Okay, yeah. Black Panther Wakanda Forever is the conclusion of Phase 4. So I will say it feels, I guess WandaVision, it feels way too short for Phase 4. Like I get that they're making more content now, like more than ever, but even with that being the case, I'm like, I don't know. It just feels weird for Phase 4 to be over this quickly. I don't know, but because I feel like Phase 1 went from like 2008 to 2012, so it was like 4 years. But yeah, I also do understand that now they're making just so much content that it's understandable. And yeah, overall, probably the weakest phase. I mean, because I'm like, out of all of these projects here, also where's Miss Marvel? I don't know. Out of all these projects here, I loved WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Also, Moon Knight isn't okay. What is this? What even is this graphic here? But like, I loved WandaVision. I loved Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I love Miss Marvel. That's about it, really. I Now I really enjoyed like stuff like Shang-Chi. I really enjoyed Eternals. I really enjoyed Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I really enjoyed Thor: Love and Thunder. Um, but then everything else is just kind of mid. Um, because it's like I thought Loki was mid. I thought Black Widow was mid. I thought Hawkeye was mid. Moon Knight. I think Moon Knight is more. Moon Knight is better than mid, but lower than where I would put like stuff like Doctor Strange and Shang-Chi. Um, so I am I missing a project, by the way? And what if was also mid. I don't know, not the strongest phase. So hopefully that's an indication that the next phases will be better. And then yeah, Black Panther looks kind of incredible actually. So hopefully that's great. But then okay, so then Phase 5 will begin with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and Secret Invasion will also be a part of Phase 5. So that's cool. Okay, let me get some more stuff from Phase 5. Then included with that, we're gonna get Guardians Volume 3. We're also gonna get Echo, Loki Season 2, The Marvels, and Blade. Okay. Oh, is that the first Blade date that we've gotten? November, is that 3rd? November 3rd? Yeah, November 3rd. 2023. I don't know if we knew these specific dates, but okay. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, February 17th, 2023. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, May 5th, 2023. The Marvels, July 28th, 2023. Okay, we're getting some specific dates here, so that's cool. Oh my gosh, yes. Daredevil, Born Again, officially announced and will release in spring 2024. Probably the most anticipated anticipation I have for a Marvel thing, legitimately. The Netflix Daredevil show is the best thing that Marvel has ever done, ever. I mean, whether it be movies or TV shows or video game or comic book or radio drama, radio play, it's incredible. And the reason why I say anticipation is because whether good or bad, I will be there day one to consume whatever they end up doing, right? But I cannot say I'm excited for it because of what they did to Kingpin and Hawkeye. That was genuinely one of the most god-awful, insulting things I have ever witnessed in my entire life. And I've witnessed, like, legitimate racism in my life. That was something else, what they did to Hawkeye, or Kingpin, in Hawkeye. That was something else. That being said, interesting thing about this. Okay, so first of all, we talked about how Marvel Zombies is going to be rated MA. Will Marvel make a rated MA Daredevil? One can only hope. No, but honestly, not that I don't think Daredevil needs to be rated MA. I mean, I don't need it, but it'd be nice. I think it adds to the feel of the show, to the tone, and I like the option that, hey, if they want to have Kingpin beat somebody's head in with a car door, that they can do that if they want to. So we'll see. But yeah. Also, it doesn't say it here. I'm sure we'll get to it at some point. They also announced that Daredevil is going to be 18 episodes. 18. Like, they've been giving us these nonsense, like, 6-episode series, and, like, you know, the max that we've gotten at this point is 9 episodes with WandaVision. I've been saying is that they should really get to, like, a 10-episode series, because, or I don't know. Well, I don't think that it's impossible to do a good 6-episode series, but clearly the stories that they're wanting to tell with these shows, they need more than 6 episodes to tell them. So they really should either either rework the stories so that they fit better in a 6 episode series, or give the showrunners more episodes to work with. They're giving Daredevil 18. That's crazy for me. That's also a good sign. So we'll see. We will have to see where that goes. Okay. Well, let's look at more of Phase 5. Okay. Can you tell I'm excited about Daredevil? Not excited. Can you tell I'm anticipating it? Okay. Looking at this. Okay. Moving on from what we had seen, we're also getting Ironheart in 2023. Agatha Coven of Chaos. So that's they changed the name. It used to be called Agatha House of Harkness. Now it's called Agatha Coven of Chaos. Whatever any of that means. And then we're getting Daredevil Born Again. And we're also getting Captain America New World Order. So in 2024. Captain America New World Order. I loved Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Super excited to see what they can do with Captain America 4. I mean, I think that what they did with like actually like not hiding away from like political stuff, I personally enjoyed. I know there's a lot of people out there that are like, politics in my media. I don't like politics. Get the politics out of my media. I think it's a really pretty silly perspective. Like, why are you consuming art if you don't want to hear the perspective of the artist on things? It's really weird to me. It's like, what? I wanted to see the Schindler's List, so I just wanted to see a good movie. I don't understand why Steven Spielberg had to throw in his anti-Nazi ideology into it. I don't know why I had to shove that into my face. I don't know. It's a really weird perspective to me personally, but I personally appreciated that they didn't shy away from like asking questions of like, what does it mean to be what does it mean for a black person to wield the Captain America shield, and like, should a black person even want to do that? It's really interesting questions. And I ended up watching that because the director that they announced for Captain America 4, I don't remember his name, but he directed a movie Loose, and it's like, clearly this is a guy who has a lot to say about society and about how society sees black people, how black people see themselves, like what should black people be expected to do in order to like have like the black race be seen like in public. I'm not butchering the themes of that movie probably, but I just feel like this guy is clearly a guy who has a lot to say, and I'm personally super interested to see what he could do with a Captain America 4. So, but then as far as some of the other projects here, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, probably I would say I'm more intrigued by it than I am excited, because I just want to see, why are they introducing Kang in an Ant-Man movie? Like, that's just interesting to me. But I haven't loved any of the Ant-Man movies personally. Secret Invasion, it's a combination of the Disney Plus shows, a lot of them just not being all that great. That's both Marvel and Star Wars. So, I mean, not only am I not inherently super excited about a Secret Invasion show, just the stigma of Disney Plus is also a thing. Insanely excited about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Love the first 2 Guardians movies. Love James Gunn as a director. So, yeah, that's a big thumbs up for me. Echo. That weird show to make a character around. I didn't think they did an especially good job at introducing us to the character in Hawkeye. They just didn't give her much to do, or they just didn't give the character much to do and leave much of an impression on people. So, hoping that's great. I know that Daredevil and Kingpin are going to be in it, so I mean, I'm definitely watching it. But yeah, hopefully they really make this character a great character that justifies them giving her own show. Loki Season 2 Didn't really like the first season of Loki all that much. I just hope they tell a more compelling story this time around. That's all I can really ask for. I mean, I appreciated Loki as just like a lore lesson, um, but as a show, I wasn't too taken with it. Um, Literally all of my excitement for the Marvels comes from wanting to see Kamala Khan again. That's literally where all of my excitement in the Marvels comes from. Like, I don't love Captain Marvel, don't love even like Monica Rambeau, but I love Kamala Khan. So that's where all of my excitement is coming from. Blade, I never watched the Blade movies, so I don't know much about the character. I mean, nor have I read the comics. But what was the guy that they got as to play Blade now? No, Mahershala Ali. That guy's a great actor. So him as Blade, I mean, sure, why not? I want to see that guy kill vampires. Ironheart. We just saw her, so we're gonna get her in Wakanda Forever, and in the trailer, they made it seem like she's gonna have a fairly de- fairly decent role in it. So we're gonna get introduced to this character fairly quickly. But yeah, I don't know much about her character other than that. I think my main desire for this show is that I wanna get back to the Iron Man suit being more tangible, right? And we see in the trailer for Wakanda Forever, she has like a wife beater on, and she's hammering out an Iron Man suit. Looks awesome. Brings me back. Reminded me of Iron Man 1, of Tony Stark being in a cave with a box of scraps, making an Iron Man suit. So that's cool. So I don't know. I'm interested in Ironheart. Really love the Agatha character. So Catherine Hahn's performance alone is gonna make me want to see Agatha, Coven of Chaos, and then now I already talked about Daredevil and Captain America. So all that's cool. Captain America: New World Order is in the works, as has been reported on already. But cool to see the confirmation from Marvel themselves. And then yeah, Daredevil Born Again is 18 episodes long. Awesome. Love to see that has the most likes out of all of these tweets. That's actually awesome to see. Super cool. Because everybody knows Daredevil supremacy. Let's go. Loki Season 2 will release in summer 2023. Thunderbolts is announced and will release on July 26, 2024. I think they said that Thunderbolts was going to be the end of Phase 5. Yeah, I guess Thunderbolts is basically going to be Marvel's version of the Suicide Squad, where it's going to be a team of not villains necessarily, but kind of like people like Zemo, who, I mean, he's a villain, but also people like John Walker, I know is going to be on it, is going to be on the team. I don't know if they've confirmed anybody else, but people who are like not your super clean heroes. Like those are going to be the guys that make up the Thunderbolts. So that's interesting. She-Hulk is described as Marvel's first 30-minute TV comedy. So yeah, that's kind of telling us that She-Hulk at runtimes are going to be around 30 minutes. Hopefully that's not 30 minutes including credits, because that's one of those things that these Marvel shows do, is like you'll like load up an episode and it's like, oh, it's 45 minutes, oh, it's 50 minutes, and then it's like 15 hours of credits that add up to that runtime. So hopefully that's not the case with She-Hulk. Okay, then we also got a trailer for She-Hulk. I think it looks super cool. And we also get Daredevil in She-Hulk. So yeah, our next Daredevil's next appearance is actually going to be in She-Hulk. But yeah, I did a trailer reaction for She-Hulk, so you can go check that out if you want. And then yeah, there's Daredevil and She-Hulk. Gosh, here's the thing. In like my friend circles, I've been so annoying about Daredevil. Just harassing my friends, trying to get them to watch Daredevil. This is so... I've been vindicated. Not only is Daredevil now just popping up everywhere, we're getting an 18 episode season of Daredevil. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It is going to be absolutely insufferable to know me. Oh my gosh. You guys don't understand. You don't understand. Okay, here's a poster for She-Hulk. Looks cool. I guess Kobe Smulders is gonna be in Secret Invasion. I think we already knew that. Okay, I guess confirmation that Vincent D'Onofrio is gonna be in the Daredevil Born Again series. Kobe Smulders calls Secret Invasion an exciting thriller. You're never going to know who people are. Are they a Skrull? So yeah, that's one of the interesting things about Secret Invasion is that they showed off some footage, and I heard it described as claustrophobic, and that this series is seemingly going to be more akin to Captain America: The Winter Soldier, which I will say from that description sounds really cool, right? Because we never really got back to that Winter Soldier feeling. Although no, never mind. I would argue we did with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but even then, if we're gonna like sort of double down on that in Secret Invasion, that is something that could make that series more interesting to me. Official logo for Guardians 3. We also got an official logo for Thunderbolts, which is cool, I guess. Oh, Don Cheadle is also going to be in Secret Invasion. This girl, they recast Cassie Lang because they they looked at the girl from Endgame and they were like, nah, you're of age, you're an okay actress, but we don't want you anymore. Still super weird to me, but yeah, okay. Continuing on. Yeah, this is the tweet that said that Quantumania will spend a lot more time in the quantum realm. I guess an aspect of Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is people being annoyed with Scott Lang for always talking about how he helped save the universe, which is funny. Apparently he's writing a book. They showed off some footage for Quantumania. Wong's going to be in She-Hulk, which is awesome. Okay, and then apparently people also saw Kang in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, and apparently he looks menacing. Now here's the thing about Jonathan Majors. My man, hold on. I gotta look this up. My man got built. He's going to be in Creed 3. I need my man to keep this physique because I want to see Kang coming up and just looking like the most menacing villain we've ever seen. Because Jesus, look at this guy. Oh my gosh. Like I feel like this guy could literally like look at those abs. Look at those arms. Okay, I'm gonna stop admiring Jonathan Majors. Apparently he looks great in the movie. MODOK is also gonna be in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, which is hilarious. Bill Murray, that was reported, but apparently it's not been confirmed that Bill Murray is gonna be in it as well. Guardians Volume 3 is the end of the Guardians era this Guardians era in the MCU. So what that probably means is that this core cast of characters are probably not going to continue. My guess is because I think James Gunn is probably done with the MCU after this movie. I think out of respect for what they did to him and I think just out of respect, I don't think the cast would probably continue with more stuff without James Gunn. At least giving them the green light or the go ahead. I think that's probably it for this core cast of characters. Will we see some other team of ragtag people be the Guardians of the Galaxy? I think that's a possibility, but I believe them when they say that. This is probably the end for the core cast of characters. And yeah, James Gunn on Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Some stories have an end, doesn't mean everybody dies, so we shouldn't go into it assuming everybody's just going to die. This guy from Peacemaker is going to be playing the High Evolutionary. Don't know much about the character, but I think from what I understand, I think that character is one of like the people that experimented on Rocket Raccoon. And apparently in the trailer, we see some of that experimentation on a baby rocket. And I'm just going to say no. That's not okay. I don't need to see that. I know that my camera just turned off. My apologies. Not a thing that I need to see. Absolutely not. That sounds awful. And from what I read and heard, apparently that trailer was just super like incredibly sad. Very nervous about that. Not gonna lie. But moving on. Apparently, see Maria Bakulova. She was the girl from Borat 2. Apparently, she's gonna be voicing Cosmo, which is actually kind of awesome. Like that's a great casting. Actually, let me get a better look at the Higher Evolutionary. Yeah, so that's who that guy's gonna play. So that'll be interesting. Oh wait, I just saw it there, so I might as well show it. Apparently, he showed up to Comic-Con as the High Evolutionary, which is awesome. Good for that guy. Yeah, so that's gonna be fun. Okay. The cast went up stage. It was very emotional because it was like, oh, this is the end. This is the end. And yeah, Baby Rocket Raccoon appears in Guardians Volume 3. Let's see. Phil Poulter was there. He's going to be playing, what's the guy's name? Not Black Adam. Adam Warlock. And then, yeah, Chukwudi Iwuji enters as the High Evolutionary, which is dope. Okay, and then they've also confirmed that Fantastic Four is going to be the first film of Phase 6, which is interesting. Okay, and then, and they gave it a proper release date, November 8th of 2024. And here we get into the crazy stuff. So, I mean, not that everything else hasn't been crazy, but this is insane that they actually announced this at Comic-Con and not at like D23 or something. But Avengers The Kang Dynasty will release on May 5th, 2025. As will Avengers Secret Wars, which will release on November 8th of 2025. We're getting 2 Avengers movies in 2025. One in May and one in November. Actually, how? Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. And it kind of also seems to be the case that, or I guess maybe not. I guess maybe Avengers Secret Wars probably will be the end of Phase 6. And I guess they're basically calling from Phase 4 to Phase 6 the Multiverse Saga, which is cool, I guess. But yeah, so I guess just to analyze these titles, clearly Kang will be the villain in Avengers The Kang Dynasty. Will he also be the villain in Avengers Secret Wars? Not sure. But yeah, so clearly this guy's going to be here to stay. You know, he's not going to just die off in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Well, maybe one of the Kangs will die off in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, but there's a lot of Kangs as was established in Loki. So, I mean, yeah, my guess is that, so I don't know much about Secret Wars, but from what I understand, the Secret Wars comic book was really just I think it was apparently it wasn't very good, and it was just like a inner universal like multiversal tournament where it was literally just an excuse to get different characters into one thing to fight each other. I don't know. That's a terrible explanation of it, but from what I understand, it's highly doubtful that Avengers Secret Wars is going to actually follow that comic book run. I mean, as Marvel always does, they're going to take the name, but they're going to do their own thing with it. So, honestly, I have no idea what Secret Wars is going to be. We'll just have to wait and see. And then we're currently in the Multiverse Saga, which has been pretty obvious to be fair. Um yeah. And so yeah, phase 6 we have Fantastic Four, the Kang Dynasty, and Secret Wars. What are these other movies? Who knows? I have to assume that X-Men is going to be somewhere in this, right? Like I would assume. Maybe some sequels, maybe like Captain America 5, Shang-Chi 2 is probably somewhere in here, right? Eternals 2 probably. So Blade 2, somewhere in this, I would assume. So, but we'll see. And then they ended off with Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, which again I did a trailer reaction for it, so I'm not going to talk too much about it here. But yeah, Namor was in it. I guess Michaela Cole. Well, she's playing Aneka. Don't know much about the character. Briefly saw her in the trailer. And that's Namor. And oh yeah, this is Michaela Cole. And there's also a new Black Panther. Honestly, I'm not sure who it is because you would think that it would be M'Baku. He would make the most sense, but this looks too slim to be M'Baku. But also, I don't know, is it just me or is that not like a feminine body? I honestly don't know. But we'll see. And yeah, there we have Ironheart. She's in her wife beater. She's in a cave with a box of scraps, and she's building a suit, which is awesome. What is this? Prologue music for Black Panther. Wakanda Forever releases on Monday. Interesting. Angela Bassett, M'Baku, Daniel Danai Gurria Okoye is there. So sorry for butchering all these names. Okay, then I guess we have some other news. Blade begins filming in October. Fantastic Four begins filming next year. Okay, then we have some more descriptions. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 follows Star-Lord, still reeling from the loss of Gamora, who must rally his team to defend the universe along with protecting one of their own. A mission that, if not completed, could lead to the end of the Guardians as we know them. My guess is that the one of their own that he's protecting is probably going to be Rocket Raccoon, because, again, from what I've heard, the High Evolutionary, he's a part of the people that experimented on Rocket Raccoon and turned him into what he is. I'm just assuming that for some reason they're wanting to get him back or something. My guess is that they're going to be protecting Rocket. So yeah, that's going to be. Yeah, apparently they described the trailer as being really sad. So I'm a little concerned about Guardians 3 if I'm being honest with you. And Olivia Colman is going to star as an old ally of Nick Fury in Secret Invasion. That's awesome. Okay, so Scott Lang is now a celebrity and wrote a book about saving the world, but his ego and fame has driven him away from his daughter Cassie and the rest of the family. Oh, I didn't realize it was that serious. Okay. Oh, Kevin Feige says the Russo brothers are not directing Avengers The Kang Dynasty and Avengers Secret Wars. That's crazy. Okay. I totally thought there was a chance that they would come back, but I guess I guess Kevin Feige saw the Gray Man and he was like, "Nah, I'm good, I'm good." Um, Sorry, Russo brothers. Okay. Our description of Jonathan Majors' look is Kang. Kang the Conqueror appears in his classic green and purple armor, although he's not blue. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so these are just all the projects that they announced. Okay, and then here's just some more confirmation that Cox will next appear in She-Hulk, and then both Cox and D'Onofrio will appear in Echo. All right. It is going to be insufferable to be my friend for the next 2 years. Oh my gosh. A bunch of footage was shown for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, including the first look at Adam Warlock, but none of it will be released publicly. When we're talking about MODOK, he is golden and robotic looking, comic accurately shooting lasers. Kevin Feige also teases that Harry Styles will return to the MCU soon. Yes, the adventures of Eros and Pip is something that's very exciting for us. Also, Kevin Feige commented on Ryan Gosling wanting to play Ghost Rider. If Ryan wants to be Ghost Rider, who else? Ryan's amazing. I would love to find a place for him in the MCU. I mean, I don't know that even Ryan Gosling would. I don't know that even that would like cause Kevin Feige to like super rejigger the MCU sort of his plan for to just slot in Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider. However, I could see it being the case that Kevin Feige was like wanting to use Ghost Rider anyways at some point, and it's like at that point, yeah, I mean, why not cast Ryan Gosling? You know, he's one of the hottest actors working in Hollywood, right? Okay, moving on. So apparently, Roger Jean Page is officially joining the MCU and will have a role in Secret Wars or in Secret Invasion. But apparently, there's a tweet later saying that that's not true. So I don't know about that. Yeah, Marvel Studios has clarified that a previous cast list incorrectly included Roger Jean Page as part of Secret Invasion. But he might still be like in the MCU at some point. Okay, sorry. Continuing. Yasser Lester confirms Armor Wars is still coming out. That's right, because Armor Wars is that's like the Disney Plus show about Rhodey, or War Machine, and it just wasn't a part of like the it just wasn't a part of any of the projects listed in phases 5 or 6. So but yeah, apparently it's still coming out. I don't know if it's eventually. I don't know if they're just gonna slot it in there somewhere, but or if it's that far out where it's like we're not gonna get it until like phase 7 or something. But well, I guess we'll just have to see. All right, and then there's a Funko Pop showing off Ironheart. So that's actually pretty cute. I mean, I assume that this will be like her first suit that she makes, and then by the end of the series, she'll get like a full on Iron Man suit. Although actually, does it clarify if this is for Wakanda Forever? Oh yeah, so this is her first look at Dominique Thorne's Ironheart, specifically from Wakanda Forever. So we're gonna see her like make some kind of a suit in Wakanda Forever itself. So yeah, I did not think that Ironheart was going to have that big of a role in Wakanda Forever, but that sounds really cool. Okay, so that's the end of this thread, and that's pretty much everything. Let me hold on. Let me just give me 1 second here, because I think I vaguely remember hearing something about Spider-Man 4. Let's see. So I'm just pulling up an article here. Okay, let me. Okay, let me pull this back up. Okay. When asked about Harry Styles' uh, futures Eros after Eternals, Feige listed off a number of characters who will continue to have a presence moving into Phase 5. Most notably, he mentioned that Spidey is going into the street level heroes. The adventures of Eros and Pip is something that's very exciting for us. You talk about Ghost Rider, we've got Blade, we've got Doctor Strange, we've got the supernatural angles, we've got the street level with our announcement of Daredevil, and of course, Spidey going into the street level heroes and cosmic, and that's where our friends Eros and Pip live. Okay, so this is actually interesting. So this is Feige kind of insinuating that Spider-Man is going to be a more street level character from here on out. Honestly, that sounds great. I love that. I like I enjoy I love Spider-Man Homecoming. Kind of gotten a bit more down on it over the years. Did not like Spider-Man Far From Home, and quite enjoyed Spider-Man No Way Home. That being said, I just want a smaller scale Spider-Man movie. Like I just want them to make a Spider-Man movie, and especially with the end of No Way Home, that's kind of what that's setting. That's what that was setting up, and that sounds awesome. So let me see. But I could. I'm just gonna go through this article for a bit here. I don't know. I saw something about like Spider-Man 4 not coming out until like 2025. I don't know. I didn't do enough research on it, but either way, we got some more insight onto Spider-Man's future. All right, yeah, whatever. Look up for yourselves if Spider-Man 4 is coming out sometime in 2025. Okay, you 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 you, you jackal. I couldn't think of an insult. I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have even been wanting to think of an insult. But either way, that's gonna be it for this video. My voice is incredibly dry. um, but yeah, I just wanted to go through and talk about all the news that came out. Obviously, a lot there to work on. I'm not gonna ask for your thoughts on any specific thing. Just you can talk about anything and all that I just talked about. But also, what's your favorite food? You a pizza man? You a taco guy? You like lasagna? I don't know. Let me know that, because honestly, who cares about all of this? We're going to continue getting Marvel stuff for the rest of our lives after we're dead. Our grandchildren will be watching. They'll have gotten so desperate by that point that they'll be watching Squirrel Girl. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be a thing. So that's it for this video. Bye.